Imagine a painter so close to finishing a masterpiece but never actually finishes it. This painter, brimming with talent and creativity, starts a new canvas with fervor. Her brush dances across the canvas, creating images that are nothing short of breathtaking. But as time passes, she becomes less and less interested in the masterpiece she initially started. She moves on to a new canvas, leaving the previous one unfinished. This cycle continues, and before he knows it, she's surrounded by a sea of unfinished masterpieces, each one a testament to her talent, yet none of them complete. This painter is a perfect metaphor for many of us. We start projects with enthusiasm, but as time passes and new distractions arise, we lose focus, leaving our goals unfinished. Procrastination and lack of commitment, like silent thieves, rob us of our potential masterpieces. Just like the painter, we often leave our goals unfinished due to distractions and lack of commitment. So what exactly is procrastination? Simply put, procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks or actions. It's the gap between intention and action, where we know what we need to do, but somehow we just can't bring ourselves to do it. But why is this? Its core, procrastination, is a struggle with self-control. We are wired to seek immediate gratification, a trait that served our ancestors well when survival was the immediate goal. But in today's world, where success often requires long-term planning and delayed gratification, this instinct can hold us back. Faced with a task, our brain evaluates the immediate rewards against the potential discomfort. If the task is perceived as difficult, boring, or causing potential distress, we're likely to put it off. We choose the comfort of the present over the potential rewards of the future. Consider this. Imagine preparing for a marathon. It's a daunting task, isn't it? The thought of the long runs, the aching muscles, the time commitment, it's all a bit overwhelming. So instead you might choose to watch a movie or surf the internet. It's easier, more comfortable. But as the marathon day approaches, you'll wish you'd started training earlier. Is how procrastination can hinder one's path to success. It's not just about the time wasted, it's the missed opportunities, the unrealized potential. It's the stress and anxiety of rushing to meet deadlines, the guilt and regret of not having done what you set out to do. It's important to remember that procrastination is not just about laziness, it's a complex psychological response to discomfort or fear of failing. It's our brain's way of protecting us from potential pain. But in doing so, it may also be preventing us from reaching our full potential, from achieving our goals, from becoming who we want to be. Scene script. Let's turn back the clock and look at the life of Thomas Edison. Imagine a world shrouded in darkness, lit only by the flickering flames of candles and gas lamps. This was the world that Thomas Edison was born into. Yet he saw not just the darkness, but the potential of light. But oh, how the distractions of the day would have loved to claim his attention. The allure of the taverns, the beckoning of the gaming tables, even the lure of a sunny day spent lazing by the river. Yet Edison had a vision. He knew that the world needed a reliable, safe and affordable source of light, and he was determined to provide it. But this was not a task easily achieved. It required countless hours in the lab, numerous failed attempts, and endless perspiration. Could he have succumbed to procrastination? Certainly. Edison, however, was no stranger to hard work. He once famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." He knew that to bring his vision to life, he would need to cast aside all distractions and focus solely on his goal. And so, he toiled. Day after day, night after night, he worked. He experimented with thousands of different filaments, each one a painstaking process of trial and error. He could have easily given up, succumbed to the frustrations, or allowed himself to be distracted. But he didn't. Instead, he embraced the process, understanding that each failure brought him one step closer to success. He was willing to forego the instant gratification of a job quickly done for the long-term success of his invention. His persistence paid off when, after countless trials, he finally found a filament that could sustain a steady glow. The electric light bulb was born, forever changing the world and how we live in it. Edison's tale serves as a powerful reminder that success often requires us to cast aside distractions and focus on our goals. It's a testament to the fact that the path to success is often paved with failures, and that persistence, not procrastination, is the key to achieving our dreams. Despite numerous failures, Edison never lost focus and his persistence paid off. Now that we have understood what procrastination is and how it can be overcome, let's look at its impact. Imagine you're holding a sand clock, watching grains of sand slip through the narrow passage, each grain representing a moment of your life. This is time, a non-renewable resource, and every moment you procrastinate, you're watching those grains, those moments slip away. Procrastination can be likened to a thief, a sly pickpocket that robs us of our most precious commodity, time. It's a concept we refer to as time theft. As the old adage goes, time waits for no man, and this is especially true when it comes to procrastination. The time we lose to procrastination is time we can never get back, time that could have been spent accomplishing our goals, nurturing relationships, or simply enjoying life. In our personal lives, procrastination can lead to a myriad of negative effects. It can strain relationships as we put off spending quality time with loved ones or fail to fulfill our commitments. Health can also take a hit when we delay exercise or postpone doctor's appointments. It can even affect our mental well-being, leading to increased stress and anxiety as tasks pile up. In the professional realm, procrastination can be just as damaging. It can lead to missed deadlines, poor performance, and even job loss. It hampers productivity, breeds mediocrity, and stifles innovation. It can also damage a professional reputation, as reliability and punctuality are often valued in the workplace. The effects of procrastination are far-reaching and pervasive. It's not just about delaying a task or pushing a deadline. It's about the opportunities lost, the dreams deferred, and the life that could have been if we had just acted when we should have. So the next time you find yourself putting off a task for later, remember the sand clock. Remember how each grain, each moment is precious and irretrievable. Remember that with each delay, you're allowing that sly pickpocket, procrastination, to rob you of your time. Procrastination steals time, our most valuable asset. So, how can we overcome procrastination? Let's dive into some practical tips and techniques that can help you beat this beast. The first and most pivotal step, my friends, is setting clear goals. It's like setting a destination on your GPS. You can't expect to reach a place if you don't know where you're heading. So jot down what you want to achieve. Make it specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. That's right, we're talking about SMART goals. Now, once you've got your goals in place, it's time to break them down into bite-sized tasks. Imagine having to eat an entire cake in one go. Overwhelming, isn't it? But if you slice that cake into pieces, it suddenly seems more manageable. The same principle applies to your tasks. Break down your big, daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable ones. This makes the task less intimidating and more approachable. And here's a little secret. Every time you complete a task, reward yourself. It could be anything from a 5-minute break to a cup of your favorite tea. This not only gives you something to look forward to, but also reinforces the positive behavior of completing tasks. Remember, overcoming procrastination isn't about making drastic changes overnight. It's about small, consistent steps in the right direction. It's about understanding that the road to success is paved with bricks of discipline, not streaks of genius. It's about realizing that every minute spent procrastinating is a minute stolen from your future. Procrastination is like a sneaky little gremlin. It creeps up on you when you least expect it, whispering sweet nothings about later and not now. But don't be fooled. Equip yourself with the right tools and techniques, and you can show this gremlin who's boss. And remember, it's not just about overcoming procrastination. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about unlocking your true potential and realizing your dreams. Overcoming procrastination requires a shift in mindset and consistent effort. And once you make that shift, there's no stopping you. You become the master of your time, the captain of your ship, the author of your own story. Now, isn't that a tale worth telling? To wrap it all up, the journey we've taken today has revealed the many facets of procrastination. We've delved into its depths, understanding its roots and the impact it can have on our lives. We've unraveled the tale of a legend who triumphed over this invisible foe, showcasing the power of focus and dedication. Procrastination isn't just about putting off tasks. It's a thief that quietly robs us of our precious time, our potential, and our dreams. But remember, we hold the power. The power to say no to distractions, no to instant gratification, and yes to long-term success. We've learned that overcoming procrastination isn't about grand gestures or radical changes. It's about small, consistent steps towards our goals. It's about prioritizing what truly matters and seeing the bigger picture. Remember, the time to act is now. Don't let procrastination rob you of your potential.